Hi, okay, welcome back. So I'm going to continue from, again, writing, going from standard form to vertex form, okay? And this is going to be a little bit different than my previous video, is because here we see that the coefficient of x squared is not one anymore. It's a number over than one. Okay, what do we do then? So watch. So you're going to do the same steps than before. You're going to group the variable together. So you write here 3x squared minus 24x. And the constant, you're going to write it outside. Okay. Now, next, you're going to remember to complete the square or to write in Vertex form, the coefficient of x squared needs to be 1. Coefficient of x squared is not 1 anymore. What do we do? You're going to pull out 3. You're going to factor out the greatest common factor here. It's 3, so that x squared is alone. X squared has a coefficient of 1. So I'm going to write then 3. So f of x equal 3 parentheses and then plus 53. So what am I going to write here? So you're going to take 3x squared and you're going to divide by 3 and you get x squared. And when you take negative 24x, you divide by 3. What number do we get? We get negative 8x. So I'm going to write minus 8x. Okay. So you can check your word back multiply again. 3 times x squared is 3x squared. 3 times negative 8x is negative 24x. Okay. So now we see that the coefficient of x squared inside the parentheses is 1. So we can complete the square. Okay. So now we need to figure out what number would you need to add to x squared minus 4 x squared minus 8x. Okay. To create a perfect square trinomial. What number would you add here then? Okay, let's find out. I told you to get that number, you always want to take half of b. So you take half of b and you square it. So what is half of b here? B here is negative 8. Okay, so you want to take negative 8 divided by 2 and you square it. Negative 8 divided by 2 is negative 4. Okay, and you square it, you get 16. So now what number am I going to add here? I'm going to add 16. Now, some of you may think, okay, you're adding 16, so you need to subtract 16. No. Remember, it's true you're adding 16 in the factor. However, for the expression, the function, you're not adding 16. You're adding 3 times 16. Okay, so make sure you multiply. So you're adding 3 times 16, which is a 48. So you're adding 48. So to undo addition of 48, that's when you have to minus 48 on both sides. So now the new so f of x is going to be equal to 3 parentheses. What am I going to write inside the square? So it's going to be x minus half of b here is negative 8. So it's half of negative 8 is negative 4. So that's why I wrote minus 4 and you square it. And then 53 minus 48 add up to plus 5. Okay, so now what is a vertex? The coordinate of the vertex, the x value of the vertex is always going to be the opposite of whatever number is inside the square, which is positive 4. And the y value, comma, is going to be the number outside the square, which is 5. And that's your final answer. Okay, so I would like you to write this quadratic function in vertex form. Go from standard form to vertex form. Please pause the video and try. See you soon. Okay, so here's the answers. Okay, 3 times x minus 2 squared minus 16. And the coordinate of the vertex is 2 comma negative 16. And again, I don't know if you explained, so the vertex represents, depending if the parabola opens up or down. So in this case, if the parabola opens up, the vertex represents the lowest point on the parabola, which is called the minimum, okay? And also the vertex refer to, if the parabola opens down, the vertex will represent to the highest point on the parabola, which will be called like the maximum, okay? So again, to write in vertex form, I group the variable together. Then to complete the square, x square has to have a coefficient of 1. So that's why I pull out the 3 outside, okay? Then I need to find out, when I pull out the 3, So to find out what to write inside the factor, I do 3x squared divided by 3, I get x squared. Negative 12x divided by 3 is negative 4x. Okay, then now we can complete the square. You need to find out the number to add here to create a perfect square trinomial. And that number, I use half of b, which is negative 12, and half of negative 4. So sorry, half of b here is negative 4. So half of b here is negative 2. So that's why I wrote, and then you square it. Negative 2 square, you get positive 4. That's why I wrote positive 4. You take half of b, which is negative 2, okay, and you square it, you get positive 4. Now, we're not going to minus 4 here. And the reason is, you're not exactly adding 4. You're adding 3 times 4, which is 12. So to offset addition of 12, you subtract 12, okay, outside the parentheses. Now we can complete the square, and that's the way I was able to end up this Vertex form, and then this is coordinate. Okay, so I hope the video was helpful to you. Thank you for watching my video. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.